Hi, I'm Aram, and this is Easy to Sketch. Today, we're sketching a cute girl, and I hope you enjoy this one. Let's get into it. There's something interesting about her. It's not really clear whether she's happy or a little sad, and honestly, that's exactly what I love about drawings like this. Everyone sees them differently. Some people see calm, some see sadness, some see a quiet moment in between. I'm curious what you'll see. Before we get into details, let me ask you something. When you sketch a face, do you think about the big shapes first or the small details? There's no right answer. As I start this sketch, I like to keep things simple. I slow down. I'm not trying to define everything right away. I let the drawing guide me. Do you usually plan your sketches carefully, or do you enjoy discovering them as you go? This kind of drawing leaves space for interpretation, and that's important to me. I love sketches that don't explain everything, sketches that let each viewer decide. As this sketch develops, pay attention to your own reaction. Do you connect with this kind of ambiguity, or do you prefer drawings with clearer emotions? As the sketch moves forward, I start with a simple center line. It helps me stay balanced. Nothing complicated, just a quiet guide. From there, I shape the chin, the main directions of the face, and slowly, the hair begins to appear. I'm not chasing perfection. I'm just building the base. Little by little, I move towards smaller elements. Eyes, nose, mouth. This is the part one enjoy the most. I don't rush it. I let each line find its place. And once everything is there, I take a step back. I look at the whole sketch. If something feels off, I change it. Sometimes I erase. Sometimes I redraw. Sometimes I leave the mistake. That's all part of the process. For me, sketching is not about being correct. It's about bringing the drawing to life, slowly and honestly. I want to talk about something I see a lot in the comments. Many of you ask what pencil I'm using or what kind of paper this is. And I get it. That question makes sense. But honestly, the pencil itself isn't that important. The paper isn't that important either. What really matters is how you use the pencil, how familiar you are with it, how it reacts to pressure, how dark you can go, and how light you can stay. The same goes for paper. Once you understand how your paper holds graphite, everything starts to change. A lot of the time, people feel comfortable with well-known brands. Good brands feel reliable. They feel safe. But a good brand doesn't always feel right in your hand. What works perfectly for one artist might feel uncomfortable for another. That's why it's important to focus on the materials you already have, the tools in front of you, the ones you actually use. Learn how to get the most out of them. And that only comes from trial and error, from trying things, from making mistakes. It takes time. Little by little, you start to understand what really works for you. For example, right now for this sketch, I'm using an 8B pencil. And honestly, this isn't my natural choice. I don't usually like starting with something this soft. But for filming and for video quality, it works better on camera. That doesn't mean you have to do the same. You can start with an HB. You can start with AB, or anything that feels easier to control, especially something that you feel comfortable erasing. When mistakes happen, because mistakes are part of sketching, what matters is choosing tools that let you stay relaxed while you learn. That's where real progress happens. When I sketch a face, I'm always thinking about placement, not details yet, just where things belong. The eyes usually sit around the middle of the head. That surprises a lot of people. Most beginners place them too high, so I slow down and check the balance. The nose comes next, somewhere between the eyes and the chin. Not fixed, just a relationship. And then the mouth. The mouth usually sits closer to the nose, then to the chin. Small shifts here can change the entire expression. I don't measure perfectly. I look. I compare distances. I adjust. The face isn't made of rules. It's made of proportions, and proportions are flexible. That's why I keep the structure light at first, so I can move things, so I can change my mind. Once the placement feels right, everything else becomes easier. That's also why I'm drawn to anime and cartoon styles. They give you more freedom. You can place the mouth a little lower or slightly higher without breaking the face. You can move the eyes down, bring them up, make them bigger or smaller. The nose can be just a simple line or barely there at all. Nothing feels locked in. That flexibility makes experimenting easier. And for me, that freedom is part of the fun. When the sketch is done, and I feel like the shape is finally there, that's when I slow down even more. This is the moment to commit. I start strengthening the lines. Not everywhere, just where it feels right. I make the contours darker, more confident, more intentional. This is where the drawing starts to feel alive. After that, I move into shading. Slowly, cleanly. I don't rush this part. I give each area enough time to breathe. The whole process stays simple. No pressure, no hurry, just calm movements, soft transitions, and enjoying the act of drawing. For me, this stage is about control and feeling, letting the sketch settle, and turning it into something complete. Alright, I think I've talked enough for today. I'll let the drawing speak for itself. I really hope you enjoyed this one and had a good time watching. Now I'm curious, do you feel like this character is happy or a little sad? Or maybe it gives you a completely different feeling. That's what I love about these sketches. Everyone sees something their own way. For now, I'll see you next time.